Hello, everybody. My voice sounds pretty terrible because I had really bad acid reflux last night. It's just like I just woke up and it sounded like I smoked a pack of cigarettes. But whoop, there I am. Hello. Why didn't it do the funny transition where I slide in? Ba 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 ba. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Okay. Say something, say something.
Yes, I'm here too.
Yay! Hooray! Oh my goodness. My dang
Sorry,
throat.
folks, our favorite space pirate is having some throat problems.
500 cigarettes! No. 500 cigarettes, you know. Okay, so today we are going to be playing the game Boltgun. It's Warhammer or something. I don't know anything about Warhammer. I know that there's like Alexander the Great, and then like he's immortal, and then like he had a bunch of sons, and then like there were like orcs or something. And I don't. So there's like a fantasy Warhammer, and then like a science fiction Warhammer. And as far as I'm aware, the science fiction one doesn't actually have like a titular hammer in it, right?
They have warhammers, but there isn't like a warhammer.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I thought I'd bring my my good pal Cappadocia or Cap on because he's pretty good with the warhammers, you know. Oh, my poor throat. Yeah. Yeah, so...
Am I delayed?
No, you're good, you're good.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's get this going. Stream gameplay. There we go. Alright, look at that. There we are. So, this is supposed to be like a boomer shooter type game set in the Warhammer 40k universe. So, we'll see how that goes. Should I screen share it to you on Discord? That might actually be a good idea. Yeah.
Because I feel like there's kind of a delay between
the stream,
when things show up on the stream and when, like, I'm actually talking to you.
Yeah.
Like, my little guy lights up later.
Yeah, that's just Twitch's, what's it called? The latency. It happens, you know. Okay, let's, just like we do in every single video game, we are going to go through all of the settings. Okay. Let's see. VSync is on. Okay. Where's field of view? Okay, we crank our field of view all the way up in this household. Well, like 110 degrees is usually pretty good. Okay. Alright, that should be good. Let's go medium. I'm not feeling nightmare mode today.
Yes.
Or maybe hard.
The most important thing to know about Warhammer is they're all racist.
Alright,
Nothing once touched by the hand of chaos remains untainted.
Space station. Is that me? Or is that like the person who's talking? What is that thing?
I think that's a tech priest.
Okay.
There are these guys who Like, you know that from the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. Like,
Yeah,
have you
yeah.
heard that?
Yeah, okay, it's one of
Yeah,
those.
that's those guys.
One of those.
Although we have not had sufficient time to pinpoint the origin.
So, like, they try their hardest to become cyborgs, except they really suck at it because the Imperium doesn't know what technology is.
Yeah.
Rogue elements within the Adeptus Mechanicus may have been
What's Adeptus Mechanicus?
of Inquisitor Drogon.
That's the tech priest guys.
Right, okay. So there's like
Assist me in locating a
I gotta find the thing for the Mechanicus people.
Your superiors have seen second only a handful.
So, the Mechanicus is split into two groups. There's the evil Mechanicus, and then there's the evil Mechanicus, but they're also your enemies with...
This servo skull will guide you. In Commodus
yeah, they also just take people's skulls and do that to them.
Dang. So he's got a brain in there or something, or
I'm not even sure. Well, actually, yes, he's gotta. Because the Imperium, they hate AI.
just like me.
Yeah, the Imperium's actually correct on that one, yeah. Not super grimdark there.
Yeah. The humans, like, in the Warhammer universe, like, ChatGPT got introduced and the AI generated images, and then they started a holy war about it and purged them out.
Well, like... Oh no, what's that? I think that's Chaos?
We will see. Okay, so I just did little Helldiver moment. Except probably Warhammer did that before Helldivers, but yeah. Alright, I am on a planet. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, I need to crank up the horizontal field of view all the way, and then change the mouse look sensitivity to like half of what it is right now. It won't do whole numbers. Look at this. 50. There we go. Literally unplayable. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this looks all right. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is my buddy. Hi, buddy.
Yeah, so you're blue.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure means you're an ultramarine.
Yeah. So, I can't shoot right now. I can only right click and I think I have brass knuckles or something. Oh, it's a chainsaw sword or something? I don't know how that's supposed to work.
Yeah, they just have those. In truth, it probably shouldn't work well, but it's style over function with the Imperium.
Yeah. So no Red Cross symbol on these healing things because Geneva Convention and whatnot, but yeah. Oh, okay. It says press V to... But that I can do it with right click, I guess.
Oh my gosh,
okay.
It's
Oh, so it's kind of like a lock-on thing. I love the very clinical, instructions. It's like vertical movement is necessary. Press space to jump. I'm gonna change one more thing. I'm so sorry.
To heretic.
What was I gonna change? Yeah, HUD size. Video. Okay, display. Okay. HUD size.
I mean, these instructions are being given to you by
There's not a way to
closest
change it.
thing the Imperium legally allows to a robot.
Sup, bro? Progress forwards. Dang. So it looks like you can just... I don't know if there's a cap on how much health you can pick up, but yeah. Alright, where do we go now, buddy?
I'm not sure Space Marines getting infinitely powerful is lore accurate, unless you talk to a Warhammer power scaler.
Is he just following me, or am I supposed to follow him? Okay,
You need to progress forwards.
I don't know where forwards is.
Just pick a direction and start going.
Oh, okay. I need to jump over that. That's why. Okay, I made it.
So, I think I should give you some backstories onto what a Space Marine is. So, a Space Marine is a brainwashed child soldier.
Wait, I'm a
given
child?
ton of-
Am I like 5 years old in this thing?
well, abducted as a child.
Oh, okay. And then turned into okay, I'm like it's just a baby inside of a mech suit right now.
Yeah, extreme genetic modification, very painful, not good with emotions. Love role-playing as warrior cultures from, like, old times and don't do super great at it. Because they kind of forgot how to do everything.
Okay. So the layout for the keys is a little weird. It's like yeah, you hold shift or to run, and then you do F to dash if you're running. Like that. And it wants me to do that. So okay, hold on. Like that. There we go.
Woohoo.
Hooray! Oh, my voice. Oh my gosh.
So, it looks like these are cultists. Now, you might not know what a cult is. It's a pretty obscure term.
I think the skull guy just like hit his head on the door. Did you see that?
Oh my god. They could just do that? I didn't know they could teleport.
I guess so.
Man.
Is
I
this
even need warp travel, you can just do that.
Oh, look, it's the titular bolt
The
gun.
relic here.
Hooray! Oh. Sorry. I stepped on him too hard.
Yeah, luckily you've got power armor, which negates most anything. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
probably don't have to worry about fall damage much.
Wait a second, is this the frickin' this is Doom episode 1. It's the same map basically. Like
Oh, really?
yeah, let me take these guys out and then I'll explain it. Oh, so you can kind of like dash into them for like a fatality. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so like I'm trying to talk to the audience. Please leave me alone. Okay, yeah, so the way that Doom episode 1, like mission 1, is you go in a room with a bunch of pillars and there's like barrels everywhere, and then to the left it's like you go up the stairs and there's some armor like that. And then so I think this is like taking like the geometry like 1-to-1. Maybe it's just this room or maybe it's something else, but yeah. And then there should be like a big computer. No, it's just that one room. That's funny.
Oh. You win.
Hooray! Okay. Well, that was a nice stream, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're gonna log up. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Sure.
Let me press my button to tell me where I need to go.
No, you can't do that. Otherwise, you're not a real gamer. Not to complain about games are holding your hand too much.
Oh no.
And how they don't make them like they used to.
You know about the yellow paint argument or whatever?
Yeah.
Everyone is like, oh, they're putting too much yellow paint wherever you need to climb in video games. And like, I find that funny because their argument is always like, they didn't do that back in the day. But like, back in the day, they would put literal arrows and exit signs pointing to where you needed to go in video games. Okay, so I think,
like,
yeah, F is dash like that.
And then you want a giant, you know, green Sims arrow.
Then Q is grenade.
Of wherever you need to go.
Neat. I like that it shows like the grenade's range when you throw it.
Yeah, that's neat. Yeah, strategize.
Follow the putrescent scent of heresy. Okay, so, is that a mech over there or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Neat.
You just kind of have those. There's one faction in Warhammer 40k. They're called the Tau. And every faction has its own gimmick. The gimmick of the Tau is that they are sane. Like, they're still evil, but in, like, a regular way that, you know, normal, understandable people can be evil. You know, like, they're evil like the Soviet Union, not like whatever the Imperium is.
Yeah.
They took, like, they heard of Titans from the Imperium and they thought, those are just propaganda things. There's no way they actually exist. It would be so stupid to put so many resources into a single project.
Yeah.
And then they found out they were real. And they ended up deciding, yeah, they're actually still stupid. Because they down.
Okay. So this guy, it says he's Chaos Space Marine.
Oh, that's like one of you, but on the other side.
Well, that was really
which
quick.
Means he's bad.
I just took him out with like a couple shots. Bit of a pushover, if I will say it. Oh, there's another one. Hello.
But unironically, Chaos is honestly worse than the Imperium. So, yeah, it's not like I guess,
so
Helldivers where you're just bad guys.
Yeah.
These are still, you know, the worst guys.
I believe someone is calling me. Just give me just a second. Sorry. Here, Cappadocia, just start singing or something. Let me answer my phone.
Alright. So, have y'all heard about a pretty obscure novel series called The Lord of the Rings? You might have heard that its creator actually fought in World War I, and that made him rather upset at war, because not sure if you learned this in school, but World War I wasn't very good. A lot of bad things happened. So, yeah. he made this whole series. It's a bit of a indie classic. Hasn't really broken into the mainstream. But yeah. Ah, geez, I'm not good at filling for time. Um, to do. Um, hmm. Oh yeah, I remember. Everyone hates like the Amazon TV show they made out of Lord of the Rings. I haven't even watched it. Seems like it's got like embroiled in the culture wars. Like the culture wars, I really don't like it. It's hard to tell what's good media and what's bad media because whenever something's bad, like a bunch of people will just say it's bad because, it's woke. And sometimes it's not bad, but sometimes it is bad, but it's not bad because it's woke. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know what's like actually good media and bad media when all of the criticisms are just the same, that like they had black people in it? Like, what do you mean? That doesn't tell me anything about how good it is. Uh, well, the Rings of Power series wasn't very successful, so I guess it wasn't good. Merely like a, scientific hypothesis, since it didn't like perform well financially, then not a lot of people liked it.
Okay, I'm back. Did you hear any of my audio or my microphone?
No?
Oh, okay, thank goodness, because that would have been really bad. I got called by my doctor just in the middle of it. Normally, I should have put my phone on Do Not Disturb or something, but like, I have it so that people can call me if like they need me for something while I'm streaming. But she read out my full address, my full name, and my date of birth, and what medicine I take. And I was like, if I'm like, I muted myself physically on my microphone, and I was like, if this isn't muted, I am dead. Oh my gosh.
Well, at least I couldn't hear you. I don't know how it is for a viewer.
That's good. If you couldn't hear me, no one could hear me. So, sorry, what were you talking about to the chat? Thank you for entertaining them.
I like talked about Lord of the Rings and like the TV show they made.
Yeah. Cool.
And like the culture wars.
You know, I know a lot of people that were sad that they're canceling that one, what's it called? The Wheel of Time series, you know? I mean, honestly, I kind of think it was dead in the water because they were trying to Game of Thrones it on the first episode. Like, it's not a direct adaptation of the story, and they have one of the main characters kill somebody. Like, that didn't happen in the book, and it was just scary. It's like, he kills his wife. Like, apparently it was getting really good at season 3, but then it, like, kind of fell off at the end. Well, I mean, it didn't fall off. It fell off in the fact that they canceled it, but yeah. So, kind of a shame. I don't know if we'll ever get a good adaptation of Wheel of Time. I mean, there's a video game. I might play that sometime. It's Unreal Engine 1. So like same as Unreal Tournament 99. It's got a few quirks here and there, but it's pretty funny from what I've seen.
Right.
It's totally random. Like you ask people like, or like Wheel of Time fans are always like, oh, I wish there was a video game adaptation. And then they're like, oh yeah, there is. It's a boomer shooter. I think that'll be maybe a later stream that I do. Whoa. I tried reading Wheel of Time a long time ago, but kind of fell off of it on accident, or not on accident.
You accidentally stopped reading it.
Yeah, I had to return it to the library and haven't read it since. And there are like 12 books in the series, so like, no, not 12. I think it's more like 20 something. So I don't have that much time. Like, my mom started reading Wheel of Time when like the show was first announced, and then stopped reading it like 3 years later because she got to the final book. Like, it's that much.
Well, you've got to kill some more space morons.
Yeah.
So, yeah, another way you can tell the Chaos guys apart from regular guys, well, it's hard to call the Imperial regular guys, but the Chaos guys have spikes. Lots and lots of spikes.
Right,
Just
okay.
so many. Oh my gosh, you've got mega hate powers.
Minorities. Oh no.
Yeah, that's just how the Imperium acts. They're actually not super, like, racist towards, like, how we would think of races, you know, today.
Yeah.
Like, if you're black, they don't care about that. But if you have, like, a genetic mutation, then they have difficulty even considering you human.
Dang. This heretic is wearing glasses. I need them to see, bro. Heretic. Terrible heresy. I don't know why I threw a grenade there. I was trying to hit my mini-map, but... Yeah.
Ooh.
Holy moly, those are big bullets. I wonder if I can, like, Oh, I thought I could fire it if I hit the back. That would be pretty funny.
They make the comically large bullets for the comically large guns.
Yep.
Something about Warhammer, and this is true with a lot of sci-fi series, like, the writers have no understanding of scale.
Yeah. I mean, same way in Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll have this, like, super space warlord part of the Imperium, you know, and he's like, your planet will submit to the Imperium, and if you do not, I will send 60,000 soldiers to
60,000. That's...
And 30,000 space marines.
That's like a small town.
How can you
like,
withstand such force?
Oh my gosh. Everybody clap. It's everyone's favorite yellow paint where you need to climb.
Woo!
I honestly don't care about the whole yellow paint discourse. I think it's funny whenever I see it to just remember how mad people get about it. What? What was that noise? Did that come out of my mouth? What was that? Chat, I want to apologize. You know, every boomer shooter has to have exploding barrels. What? You cut off.
Those noises that will call you a heretic.
Yeah, like someone's just existing in like whatever planet it is, and they get scared and they go like, and then they're all like,
and then the
heresy.
says they're possessed by a demon, gotta destroy the planet.
The whole planet, just because somebody made a weird noise. I like that. Froggy. Oh my.
Oh. You found a demon! Quite a bit later on than I think Doom Guy did. So, yeah. This is a Nurgle demon. Nurgle is, it's a big, like, smelly fat guy. Lives, like, in his disgusting, worn-out house. And, like, keeps his anime waifu with him all the time.
You can't be serious. Are you, like... Is that the actual lore?
It's not an anime waifu, but he did, like... So, he's a mega demon, a chaos god. And he captured a god that doesn't suck, and forced her to be his wife.
Oh. So, now I don't feel as bad about killing his frogs.
Yeah, they're all, like, unsettlingly happy all the time because they've just given up trying to do anything. The thing about Nurgle is, like, you end up giving up. Like, Nurgle's the god of giving up.
Huh.
And not trying to make things better anymore.
Bro has never heard of the indomitable human spirit.
Yeah, so the goddess he kidnapped was the, like, goddess of life. And so what he does is he loves making plagues. That's why his frog guys are plague toads. So he makes a plague and he tests it on the goddess. Because, like, since she's the goddess of life, she'll always recover from it, so he never has to worry about killing her.
Dang.
And he gets the deadliness of the plague based on how long it takes her to recover.
Dang.
She even sometimes manages to, like, get into people's dreams and tell them how to cure the plagues.
Base.
Nurgle doesn't even mind because it just means that he has to work harder on making the plagues harder to cure. Like, he's not a great guy.
So, probably not a great relationship with his wife.
Yeah.
Dang. I'm just imagining there's some alternate universe that someone has written where they're like in a healthy relationship. Or like the life goddess is like the one pulling the strings.
People love them AUs.
Yep. My Warhammer High School AU. Just a space marine in a maid outfit. Oh no. Where am I? Alright, magical map. Lead me to the way. There's nothing here.
Oh, so that
Oh,
thing
that's over there.
there behind you,
Oh yeah?
that's the symbol of chaos.
Okay.
It's like a star, but it's got lots of spikes on it, which Chaos likes because they like spikes.
What? I'm trying to get up so I can grab that health that I missed, but whoops. Hooray! Oh, he clicked it because I thought that would. Dang.
Looks like time
One
for
bullet
property
wasted.
damage because you've entered a city.
Let's go. So one of the things that's interesting is the maps themselves and the geometry are like 3D models, but then like the enemies are just 2D sprites.
Yeah, it's like they're purposely trying to recreate a boomer shooter.
Yeah, yeah. Except, I can't think of any boomer shooters that had like polygonal levels and not polygonal enemies and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Kind of,
it's cool. I mean, there's the modern ones do that. What is that thing?
Oh, that was a pink whore. Oh, and those are the blue whores. They're from Zinj.
Oh, see?
No, Zinj.
I'm like, there's a planet called Zeke. You're not messing with me, right?
No, he's actually a god. Oh, yeah, that's what they do. You kill one and then they split into smaller ones.
So, are like any minute now, one of them is just gonna pop out and then like split into like two like mouse-sized ones.
Yeah, so Zinj, he's like, he really hates Nurgle.
Yeah. It says, caution, perceived lack of reverence in this location may be considered heretical. It's funny. So they hate each other, but it seems like kind of their little grunts are working together.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about Chaos is they're always fighting each other, except when they want to fight other people.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see them infight a little bit later. Might be the classic, like, they hate each other almost as much as they hate you, but they hate you more.
Yeah, so Zinj, the reason he hates Nurgle is because Nurgle is really, like, because he's given up on, like, changing anything, Nurgle doesn't ever change, but Zinj is all about change. Zinj wants everything to change, always be changing, all the time.
Oh, is it the shotgun?
What is that? I've never seen that before.
I'm about to die. Bruh.
No.
Oh, why did I say right here? What the heck? Give me a health pickup or something.
Not the ideal position.
It's just auto-saving. Dang.
So, yeah, the pink ones turn into two blue ones when they die.
Huh.
So, yeah, Zinj loves change, and he always just changes stuff for no reason. He's also, like, supposed to be a really good manipulator, but, like, the biggest problem with that is that a lot of the time the authors aren't smart enough to make him actually manipulate people. So it just kind of seems like, you know, Zinj loses, and then something completely unpredictable happens, And he's like, yes, all according to plan. I totally planned for this to happen.
Barges into a room, as the prophecy said, leaves, refuses to elaborate.
Yeah. So, it's been a pretty popular headcanon that Zinch doesn't actually have any plans. He just makes stuff up on while he goes and takes credit for things that randomly happen.
Hmm. Where am I? What the Sigma? I'm sorry, chat. Please don't unfollow me for that.
Ooh.
There we go. Now I'm feeling a little better.
Ooh.
Hey, that is a lame secret. I just hopped up here and then went around there and it's like, oh, you found a secret, but now I have increased magazines.
Wow, wasn't that a great secret? Hey, I wonder if this will be a secret too.
Oh, okay, so that's so that was an upgrade for my bolt gun, but then the shotgun is like the same. No, it's not the same. It looks pretty similar.
Follow the yellow paint.
Let's go. We love the yellow paint. Which button is grenade? There we go. Yeah, okay, just do that. Just do that. Thank you. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Just so you know, I'm not hearing any audio on my end.
Oh, like on the Discord stream?
Yeah.
Bro, I screwed up. Let me just wait for everybody to not be here anymore. Okay. Discord. Stop streaming. Start streaming. That. No, stop streaming. Start streaming. Why does it say stream muted? Okay.
Now I can hear it.
There we go.
Yeah, I was just watching you walk around with no audio for a while.
This gunfight seems awfully quiet, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Wing.
Chaos is really awful to join, and it's pretty obvious to everyone involved. But the reason that people still join them is because the Imperium already sucks so much that they figure they might as well, you know, get some power along the way.
Dude, they don't have stairs. It's just they have a stair texture on a triangle. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna pay more attention to that. Normally they should be able to have, like, have stairs, but maybe the collision didn't work or something.
Like, are they doing it on purpose, maybe? Make it seem older?
I don't know, because, like, even the earliest games had stairs, so, like... Owie. So what's all this purple stuff on the purple goop?
I think it's like Zinch energy?
That heretic god graffitied our entire factory.
Yeah, or at least got his cultists to do it.
Why is my frame rate dropping? My PC! My body!
Zinch, he was too powerful. He cast extremely slow internet on you.
Ow.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, something I forgot to mention. Zinch is also the god of magic. He's using his magical powers against you.
I cast reduce bit rate! that scream, man. Whoa! Are you kidding me? I'm stuck here with 69 health.
So far you've only seen like the vanilla Chaos Space Marines. But they can also join up with one of the Chaos Gods. That's usually how they do it, actually.
Ah.
And when they do, they get a god-appropriate power-up. So the Nurgle ones become gross. The Zinch ones become lol random. And as you meet other demons, I'll explain what their gods are all about.
I blowed him up. My main goal is to blow up. And then act like I don't know nobody. Have you seen that video? It's like, it's a Vine where like a guy has like those teeth implants. He looks like a shark, he's got pointed teeth. And he's like, my main goal is to blow up.
Yeah, for some reason Zinch gets the flamethrowers. Even though he's all about, like, deception and, like, magical powers.
Owie. I am holding on to dear life here, guys. Ugh.
It's just the star. It's actually looking really close. Wait, is that a star?
I'm sure it's fine.
No,
Ugh.
more about it. I don't want to alarm you, but that might be a portal to hell in the sky. It would explain all the demons. You know, I see you're low on health.
Yeah.
Have you considered not getting hit?
Oh, I haven't thought of that before, actually.
Yeah, I think it would be a really good idea. You know, I feel like if more people just understood that, then they wouldn't die in video games so much.
So the only thing that I don't quite understand about this game is the dash, because it just kind of feels like it's there. Like, the sprinting is good enough, so, but I don't know. Yellow paint!
Enemies, then you'll need to dash for them.
Maybe. It was so kind of Zinch to put yellow paint here for me to see.
You know, he might actually just do that.
he reads, like, he looks at, like, old human culture. He reads, like, a thread about how much people hate yellow paint. And then he's like, nah, let me put that in real life.
I know this is the 41st millennium and no one will understand this reference, but it's funny to me, and that's what matters.
Canon. Absolutely canon. Why am I glowing?
I don't know. That looks different from your hate powers. Maybe you found the power of friendship or gross like that?
That's the power of love. This thingy. Whoa! The Terminator. He's not moving around very much.
It didn't last long.
Ow. No, 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 not more of them. That's cool. That's, I think, the first time in a video game, except for Minecraft, that I've seen like an enemy that multiplies if you kill it.
Yeah, that's a thing that's, you know, the pink and blue horrors, they do. It's easy to represent on tabletop, I think, than in video games.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because you just like take one figurine off and then you put two more on.
Yeah, pretty much, I think.
I thought it was gonna be like it's a transformer thing, and you can like unfold it into two separate figurines after it dies. But
no, the resin figurines are much too stiff for that. And as an added bonus, it makes you buy more figurines. You know, Games Workshop, new idea to get people to spend more money. Just make it so that every figurine turns into two more figurines when it dies.
They could do, so here's my new business model for them. If any Games Workshop executives are listening, You should do what they've been doing with the new Doom game and make it so you when you purchase something in real life, you get like you get like a figurine, like a Warhammer figurine, like in the new Doom game you can get a skin for like buying a pizza from this one restaurant or like buying a drink from this one like store. So you give people rewards for, like, you partner with another company, and then you're like, it's like a McDonald's Happy Meal, but for adults, you know? Like, oh, go to Domino's, and you get a free Space Marine with your order.
You can get your own chapter painted in the color of Mickey D's.
The McDonald's Space Marines go hard. I do like, branded like power armor. I only have seen it once, and it's in like the Marvel comics because have you seen Iron Man 2?
Yeah.
You know how there's like the guy that breaks the Russian dude out of prison and stuff, and he tries to build his own Iron Man suit the whole time. So in the comics, he actually succeeds at building his own Iron Man suit, and I think it's called Iron Patriot, or not Iron Patriot, it's something like that. I think it's called American Steel, and it's named after a company called American Steel. And I believe in the comics it like switches the paint colors based on what he's sponsored by that month.
Oh my god.
So I think there's like a McDonald's version, I'm not sure.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I want.
Imagine you're and you know you've got to stop this crazy company guy trying to use your technology for evil, and he's in the colors of freaking McDonald's.
I want a future where we have like RGB gaming power armor and stuff. Look, we have RGB computers, we have RGB phones if you pay enough money. We have RGB houses now. I've seen your house. You have that on your like roof. So why not just imagine like iron suit of armor, like your carbon fiber, and then like the inside the visor is just like flashing like rainbow colors.
There's a lot of these guys.
You should see a Doom Slaughter map. Ooh, okay, let's do this not stupidly. Actually, you know, I'm gonna do it stupidly. Whee!
Suffer not the heretic to live.
I feel like I should have just knocked him over when I ran into him, but he was just there. Didn't even look at me. He was like, he knew his fate.
By a Space Marine.
Wait. So I kind of wish when you did the chainsaw thing it would like spawn health points, but
like Doom Eternal.
Yep.
You know, something kind of like weird I've seen. Like power scalers. Like, have you seen the kind of argument power scalers just try to inject anywhere?
My gosh, don't get me started. I have 1 health. Oh no.
I remember some power scalers were saying that like the Doomslayer was infinitely fast.
Are you kidding me?
They could like exist in Urdak, which is a realm outside time. And all I can think of is if the Doom Slayer is infinitely fast, Does that just mean that he's letting everyone die for fun?
Yeah,
Because if he was infinitely fast, he could stop the demon invasion in literally no time at all.
as with most power scaling, it falls apart when you think about it. Not too hard, like when you think about it at all.
So, like, is the Doomslayer just the most selfish man alive who wants to kill demons with his gun?
Do you guys think he's the Flash or something? Like, I don't get what you guys are. I don't know.
And then there's also the Warhammer power scalers. Oh, I think you're invincible now. Woo!
If the show's called Invincible, why can I watch it? There we go. Good boost. I needed that.
Oh, it turns out you're not invincible. You're just,
Fast.
angry? Angrier than normal. Yeah, like, when I talked about, like, the 30,000 Space Marines earlier to take over a planet, there were some people in the comment section saying, like, seriously, that, no, the Space Marines should be able to take over a planet with just 30,000 of them.
I need some health. Hanging on for dear life. What is wrong with you? Why are you blue?
Yeah, Zinch's favorite color is blue, but he also likes encroaching on, you know, pink, which is the color of another Chaos God.
It's funny
Which I
that
think
Chaos
causes
Gods have favorite colors.
Yeah, they theme all their demons after it. All the Nurgle demons are green. All the Lanesh demons are pink. All the Khorne demons are red. Also, yeah, there's one of the Chaos Gods is named Khorne.
Yeah, but it's spelled like with a K, and not like the rock band.
Yeah. Yeah, but Zinch tries to be different and...
I love
Yeah,
that
it's
sound
other
effect. Alright, let's try this, but like not stupid this time.
Speaking of lore, you probably shouldn't be able to do this.
They said I'm an Ultramarine or something, right?
Yeah, that's just a chapter of Space Marines.
Okay.
They used to have plot armor until recently, but now they've kind of been reined in. So, they're like, not just kind of unstoppable.
What's the lore reason for me being able to move so fast in power armor? Maybe I'm
The
like
power armor is power.
I'm a steroid marine. Ow.
They're all steroid marines. Like that meme where it's like chai tea, chai means tea.
Oh no.
Like a steroid marine. Space
They
marine
all
means
use
steroids.
legalize anabolic steroids. Why did I blow up?
I don't know. I don't think Space Marines normally blow up.
You saw that, right? Like, I killed the guy and then I just blew up and then came back. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, this is where I died last time, so. I'm gonna see if I can find that secret health pickup again. Oh no. Okay, I can do this.
I think it was on the right side.
Yeah. What? They just keep coming.
Are you supposed to leave?
Am I supposed to what?
Like leave?
No, it's
just...
blocked. It's not an infinite enemy thing. If it was an infinite enemy thing, there would be a moment of peace until I looked away. Like, no, this is just... Dang. That didn't even do anything. Ow. Whoa. Okay, I go over here, and then I go over there, right? But I can't go over there because...
Wait, but dash. You have a dash.
Oh, the dash. That's what the dash is for. Okay, let's try that again. Like, it's F, right? So... It did not work, bro.
Oh.
I watched that one, you know, like the Secret Level series that Sony and Netflix did? Or Amazon Prime?
Oh.
Yeah. I watched the Warhammer one of that. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
It's kind of weird. It's like they go in a canyon, and then it's really dark. Like, not like plot dark, it's like just like physically dark, you know? And then they, I think there were some guys on motorcycles, so they fought those guys. And then they went in a cave, and then they were like, I have a child without fear, and it was one of the Space Marines. And then this thing starts like looking at them, and like they all freak out and die one by one until the last one.
Huh.
Yeah, the Secret Level show was pretty weird in retrospect. My goodness. Okay, maybe if I change some key bindings, it'll okay,
Honestly,
I have a taunt button.
the biggest thing I remember about Secret Levels is how, like, Sony bought a Concord level, like, dedicated solely to Concord. And
Yeah.
they made it, and, you know, it never came out because...
Yeah. They should have gone free to play. Like...
Well, actually, no, the level... I think that the actual, like, episode did come out. And it's, like, the last piece of Concord media
Ever. Oh, man.
probably ever be released.
I heard one of the Concord devs, like... sold her, what's it called? She got a plaque from Sony for working on the game, like an award, and she sold it on eBay, and it's like going up for like the 400s last time I checked it, and that was like when it came out, so right when it came out. So pretty sad. It's like they buy a small company, they tell them to make the next big thing, refuse to give them any creative freedom, overhype it,
Like, they said it was going to have Star Wars level of potential, like
they called it the Concord universe, yeah.
it's like My Brother and the God Emperor. It hasn't even come out yet.
Like, if they wanted to be like that, they should have started small, like web serials, advertisement. I mean, actually, the advertisements weren't great. The main thing that, like, people didn't like was the character design. I think it's because they usually have to, like, fit in the same hitbox. But, I saw some redesigns of it, and sometimes those were, like, done in bad faith and really disrespectful, but there's one I really like for the main character that turned him into like a gecko lizard cowboy, and that looks great.
Yeah, like, a lot of people tried to redesign the characters, but they did it by just making them porn. And it's like, how do you expect that to solve anything?
Oh, somebody is knocking on my door. Give me just 1 second.
Oh geez, I'm going to have to entertain everyone again. So not Lord of the Rings this time. I've got to be original. Oh, yeah.
I'm back.
Okay.
Keep
Thank
talking
goodness.
about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I remember a lot of the character designs were, you know, yeah, they were pretty bad. There was like Captain Tupperware.
Captain Tupperware is foul.
Like, it's just this lady, and it looks like she has a, like,
Oh
thing
yeah,
of
like
Tupperware.
the astronaut one, yeah.
Oh no, the astronaut one, like, kind of just looked like Doom Guy bobblehead.
Yeah. Whoa. Let's go. Okay. My audio is muffled. My weapons do more damage. And I have been stuck on this for 5 minutes. Hello? Okay.
Yeah, there was, like, do you know that, one, like, tank character? The, black lady with the green armor?
Yeah.
Like, I think she was supposed to look like a Space Marine, but she kind of looks more like an Imperial Guardsman cosplaying as a Space Marine.
Yeah. I mean, like, no shade on the game developers at all. They were in a rough position, and they were given very specific things that they had to meet that just kind of stifled it.
Apparently, it was supposed to look kind of more comic-y or cartoony, but then, like, it needed to look realistic.
That explains a lot. Oh, I did it! Finally! No.
Ugh.
Okay, I think if all goes well, I'll get a new weapon in this level pretty quick here. What the?
Oh, that's a Nurgling. They're another Nurgle thing.
That was
They're just like
freaky.
small little gremlins that run at people. And, like, sometimes they get together in this big Mechazord style thing, but it's only as, like, tall as a regular person because they're Nurglings.
This is 3 Nurglings in a trench coat.
Yeah.
They're just little guys.
Oh, you're on fire now? I'm not sure how that's supposed to help you.
I glow yellow now. I'm going yellow mode.
None of the Chaos Gods are yellow, but the Emperor is.
Hey. I thought I could get on this bridge thing because I think I need to go over there. And this isn't
All
a door I
directions
can
lead to
open.
victory for the Blessed Emperor. Yeah, maybe you could tell us which direction is the quickest, though?
Yeah.
You know,
where's the keys?
this is how Chaos defeats the Space Marines. They just make them really bored. Oh, I think you got up.
There we go.
I don't know why some of them are white. They're usually all green.
Okay, I got the red key, and that was on the left. There we go. Ooh. Oh my gosh. You scared me. I thought it was an enemy that spawned in. Big chandelier.
So the thing about Space Marines is they're incredibly powerful, vital to the Imperium's, continued existence, but they're arbitrarily limited to only 100,000 of them per chapter.
Oh my gosh. How many chapters are there?
Like, not a whole lot more than 100.
Oh, dang.
And that's across the Imperium of, like, trillions of planets and quadrillions of people.
Maybe the lore reason is like, oh, only 500 people live on this planet.
Well, the lore reason is that they intentionally crippled themselves. They're bad on purpose.
Dang.
So, let me give you a history lesson. A long time ago, the Emperor of Mankind saw that mankind was being stupid. They were doing things like not killing aliens on sight and tolerating religions, and he couldn't have that. So he killed everyone who disagreed with them and made his Space Marine legions. But then, he made his greatest mistake. He trusted his son named Horus Heresy, who started the Horus
I'm sorry,
Heresy.
was his last name Heresy?
No, his name was just Horus.
Like... Right, okay.
So, Horus was a Primarch. Those were the Emperor's sons, and he was a really bad father, so half of his sons decided that they would rather, doom humanity to chaos than live with their dad for another day.
The Emperor is a deadbeat. Oh my gosh.
And they took all of their Space Marines with them, and it nearly destroyed the Imperium. So ever since then, the Imperium has intentionally crippled the Space Marines, so they are far, far weaker than they could be. And, yeah. That's the lore reason.
Okay. I feel like every boomer shooter has a certain color that it's very overwhelmingly like that color. Like, Quake is very brown. Doom is very red. This is very, I think, like, gray. At least all the maps are, like, very gray. What the? Did you see that? Oh, okay. Sorry, the blood splatter on that was, like, stretched out on that texture. Not too big a problem, though. Owie. Ooch. Ow. My bones. Why did it... I keep thinking Q is the map button. Okay, so now I have the other key, and I don't know what Greek letters are, so we're just gonna call it the... So it's like the O with the line through it. The other one is, like, obviously the E key, and the purple one... I want to say it's like W or O or like, I don't know. That way, that way, that way. No, no, no. Every time. Dang.
Oh my gosh, what a well-hidden secret. What even was that?
It was like a gear or something. And it had a skull on it.
Oh yes. The space mechanics. That's another thing about Warhammer. Like, the Adeptus Mechanicus is given full control of, like, all the technology, but they don't understand how any of it works, and they refuse to do any new research.
Huh. Hold on. No, I went this way. Yeah, so I need to go that way. I got flipped around and forgot where I was. That's more like it. Whoa!
Something I'm just remembering about Horus is his name was supposedly erased from history, except everyone knows about him still.
I bet his real name was like the normal spelling of Horus, like Horace. But like...
So yeah, everyone in the Imperium still knows about him, they just don't really know exactly who he was or what he did.
Yeah. Oh,
Besides
plasma
being
gun.
Wow. Another technology the Imperium barely understands.
Ow! Oh, it has splash damage. Is it like a rocket launcher?
Not the best way to figure that out.
Yeah, it is like a rocket launcher. Okay. Dang, bro. Dang. Bro, dang.
I have heard about the new Doom game. It's good, right? They didn't fumble?
Yeah, I actually am on the last level of that. The second to last level made me cry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was,
Not because
like,
it was really
worried
hard, but it was, yeah, it's good. It's the plot is not good, but it's like the gameplay is solid and it's a good game.
Alright,
The plot just kind of
I just
happens
had this
though.
nagging feeling in the back of my head that, like, what if it sucks?
It is a little controversial, but because like there's parrying and it's kind of a bullet hell thing, and you have to really get into the rhythm of it, almost like a fighting game. But they were definitely like, we're not just gonna make Doom Eternal 2. They were like, we're gonna make different style of gameplay than what's ever been played. Like, it's just the rhythm of the fighting and the combos that you have to pull off and stuff. Like, sometimes you get a bunch of, like, a wall of enemies with shields, but if you use, like, a machine gun to hammer just one of the shields, it superheats, and then you can throw your shield at it, and then it'll explode, and then the other enemies in the shield line will die. Or, trying to think of another example. There's this one enemy, it's like the snake one, that, has the whips. And that enemy is really hard to deal with, but what you can do is throw the shield, and that stuns her, and then you just go behind her, and then like, because it's the first female demon in the Doom games, actually. I think they introduced it in Doom Eternal, but yeah. And then you just, you use that to stun them. So it's almost kind of like Dark Souls, but really fast. Like, you have to memorize the attack patterns, memorize what stuns them, and yeah. Le froggy. Okay, time for that rocket launcher.
Yeah, Nurgle really loves toads because they're gross and disgusting, just like him.
That's kind of mean for toads. So, wait, okay. What's the difference between a frog and a toad again? Do you know this? I've never been able to figure it out. It's like also
Like-
with like crocodiles and alligators.
Okay, so a frog. A frog is like amphibious. I'm thinking a toad's not amphibious?
Oh, bro. Here, look it up. I'm curious now.
Okay.
They're probably related, right? It's not like a crab thing where everything evolves into a crab eventually because they're the best designed. But, I mean, there are some times when, like, animals just co-evolve into the same thing.
Okay. Looking at it, I'm thinking, like, it looks like legitimately the only difference is their skin.
Dang.
Like, frogs have smooth skin and toads have bumpy skin.
Right,
That's
okay.
like basically the only difference I can find. Wait, what? Is Frog and Toad
Frode.
LGBTQ?
Oh yeah, the books. Have you heard about this? You know the Frog and Toad books, right?
Yeah, just
Hey,
like-
they absolutely were. The author was like, they didn't. I don't think they found out about it until he died. But he had a family and kids and stuff. But the whole time he liked men, and he wrote about it in Frog and Toad. Like, he didn't write about it, but like the friendship between them was like implied to be romantic, but no one picked up on it until after he passed away.
Okay, I was just thinking, like, that seems a bit, like, out of nowhere.
You just thought it was like the animals, Frog and Toad, and not like the book characters. Like, it's like
The woke me is trying to...
I thought it was gonna be like what was I thinking? Like the people on Twitter that, like, you know, the website Vine, right? They would say like,
Yeah.
I miss Vine, and then someone would comment like, Tarzan's final thoughts. I miss Vine. I missed.
Yeah, what makes a frog not a toad? They have dry skin, shorter hind legs. That seems to be it. Why was Frog and Toad banned? Does Toad have autism? Why are frogs a queer symbol?
Oh my gosh. So now I'm curious if you want to look this up too.
Wait, no! Hey, what is this? It's talking about Mario Toad!
Oh, Mario Toad.
Yeah, it says Toad pretty much suffers from nearly every mental illness, including autism, ADHD, Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's.
The best character to compare Toad to is SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Toad can be found annoying other characters such as Mario, Steve, Kamek, and Donkey Kong. What? This is a joke website. What is this?
Dang.
He's the main protagonist of the Toad Show. He's also the host of Total Drama Island.
Oh my gosh.
Secret drug line.
His Wikipedia article. He has every disease known to man.
Toad has the most kills in the series, killing most of the characters at the end of each episode.
What?
Why not eat toads? Like, this is a question that people ask enough for it to show up on a... Yeah,
Why should I
people
not
also ask-
eat a toad?
And it starts talking about cane toads like the most venomous toads ever. This is not a fair comparison.
Cane toads are crazy. You know how they're like invasive in
Everywhere.
yeah, but especially Hawaii. Because they brought them in to eat pests like idiots. And just like every time when you introduce something to eat pests, it becomes an invasive species. But have you seen how big they are?
There was the old lady who swallowed the fly, the spider.
Yeah, I think cane toads, they can get to the size of like a small cat. Like,
I'm gonna look at toad.
like I almost want to say like they can get to the size of Pepper. You know Pepper.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
at least
jeez.
that width, yeah.
Oh, that's a big boy.
It's messed up.
That's a big boy.
We as humans often forget that we live among just beasts. Like, I mean, like, what is it? The Japanese giant salamander. Have you seen those things?
I'm looking it up. Oh, wow. That's big.
No.
There's one just on the sidewalk.
Yeah. What else is there? Kiwi birds are pretty big, actually. Like,
Oh, I thought they were small.
I think they're supposed to be, but there was a New Zealand farmer actually caught one that snuck into his garage and took a picture of it, and it's absolute unit.
What are you talking about? These things, like, they fit in your hand. Alright, I'll look up kiwi bird in farm.
Like, look up, like, giant kiwi bird. Oh my!
Okay, giant kiwi bird. Alright, so he needs 2 arms to hold this one. Quite a bit bigger than the other guys.
Also, the fact that we live like on the same planet as the Komodo dragon. I'm sure. Do you remember that video of the Komodo dragon that like broke into a grocery store and like just started climbing into the ceiling? So, I'm doing pretty good at this game, but whenever the giant frog comes around, I'm screwed.
It's the woke media trying to get you with Toad, the autism icon.
Oh no. Whoa. My pinky hurts really bad. Ow. I'm gonna... Ow, 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 ow.
You know who don't have pinky fingers? The kiwi bird.
They don't... I think they have wings, but they're like vestigial. They're just tiny. And then you get to like the moa, which was extinct giant 12-foot tall ostrich type thing in New Zealand that was hunted by giant like 12-foot wingspan eagles. Those things didn't even have arms. It's just 2 legs, a body, and a head. Like, I'm kind of sad that the moas died off, but I'm also not sad because that means that their natural predator, the giant eagle, died off. Because there's early Maori accounts of those eagles like carrying off babies. Alright, I put on my gloves. Hopefully they will make my pinky finger feel a little bit better.
John Space Marine needs his power gloves to keep him safe from finger cramps.
John Space Marine has carpal tunnel. Bro. If I keep going at this rate, the rest of the stream is just going to be me trying to get through this arena.
I guess it is hard mode.
Yeah, I am glad that we can yap about animals though. So what? The difference between like a crocodile and an alligator, it's like their eye and their mouth shape, right? Because like like alligators have them on the side, and then crocodiles have them on the top so they can like peek out of the water or something. And then their snouts are different shapes.
Let me quickly confirm that.
If I had to say it, like, that's what I remember.
Alligators have a wider U-shaped snout.
Yeah. We don't really get crocodiles as much in America, I think. I think crocodiles are like East World, and then alligators are West. Like, you get crocodiles in Egypt and stuff. Okay, here's the part where I keep dying every time. It's just this stupid giant frog. Because it shoots projectiles that just stay on the ground. And I walk into them on accident. Ow. Alright, where's the frog? Mr. Froggy, where are you? Oh, jeez. Okay. No. Okay, he's over there. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on! Come on! I did it! And I'm dying.
Oh.
I left a little health, though, for myself. There we go. Okay, who's left?
Come on. You've got to reclaim the name of Frog and Toad.
For gay rights!
We can't let Nurgle take this from us. This is our word.
For the Emperor and for Pride Month. Oh, there's another frog. I'm gonna cry.
What?
Okay, I've already been in here. Maybe there's a... Okay, 86 health. Let's see if I can do this.
Oh.
Okay, 27 health. 29 health. Starting to sweat. If I wasn't sweating before, I am now. Ow. Dude, 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 dude. Ah! Jump scare. Oh no, free health.
Jeez.
I can't die again. He said, dying. Okay, let's... Ow. Does it not have splash damage? Oh, it does. I'll play it on hard mode, I thought. It won't be that hard, I thought. To my utterest most shocks and horrors, the giant frog appeared. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna do a, You can't change difficulty. Oh, no.
Well, you can select chapter, I think. Hang on. Get out. Maybe it's in, like, options?
No, 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 no. No, wait, no, no, I went to the desktop. I'm stupid. Why am I getting pings? I should be on streamer mode. Okay. Streamer mode. Okay. Dang it, 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 dang it. Bolt gun. I'm so sorry, everybody. Can you see it?
No, the stream exited because you're no longer playing the game.
No, it should pick up in just a second. There we go.
Oh, you mean like the stream? Yeah, that's still up.
There we go. Okay, but your Discord stream. Okay. Let me do that again. No, that's my OBS. I'm stupid. Okay. Okay, chapter select. We're gonna do that one. Can I change my difficulty? Guys, I don't think I can change my difficulty.
Maybe in the options menu here?
Maybe. Okay. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, 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 wait. Okay.
Huh, maybe if you give infinite health, ammo, and weapons, then you'll be able to get through it.
I need to lock in. That's all I need to do. I need to lock in. I'm locking the heck in, man. Oh man. So maybe I should just cheese this level, just stay in the outer hallways until an enemy comes up to me. So, the guy I'm playing as, I don't know his name. I'm just gonna call him John Space Marine, or John Boltgun or something. That's the running joke with every video game, is the main character is always called John video game name.
And speaking of Space Marine, the Master Chief, like, I'm pretty sure he really is just John Master Chief.
Oh yeah, his name is John, like, 717 or something.
Yeah, like John 117. He's John Master Chief.
Some people think he's named after a Bible verse, but like that Bible verse is like, I think it's just a random one.
Let me look up
John Halo.
Hang on. I'll look up John 117. Let's see if it gives me Master Chief or if it gives me the Bible.
Kids these days, they only know John 117 from their video games and not from their Bibles.
It gives me Master Chief. But I guess, like, I didn't put the, like, break thing. John 117 Bible. Okay. For the law was given through Moses, grace and truth came through Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that has nothing
John
to do with Halo.
117.
Oh, or it could be 11 verse 7.
Verse 7. It says,
Ina, the frog is here.
Then after this, he said to his disciple, "Let us go to Judea again."
That has nothing to do with Halo. They were just like, oh, let's pick a number, like 117. That's cool. He's like soldier number 117, and then everyone's like, oh, the Bible.
You know what else has 117? The Bible.
You know who else? That's great. Isn't there some cutscene where he takes off his helmet in the game, but like if you boundary break and move the camera outside, he just takes a helmet off of his helmet? Oh my!
That might be Halo Reach, man. Noble 6.
Yeah.
Halo Reach is the one where you don't play as Master Chief and everything goes to crap and everyone dies.
Yeah.
But you find, like, Ada Cortana, and you manage to get her out of, Reach. And so I guess it was all worth it.
Yeah. I should play Halo sometime. Maybe I can shove it into my stream schedule. So, my stream schedule is going to be a little weird coming up, because next Friday Deltarune will be out, so I'm going to do like an all-day Deltarune marathon. And then the rest of June, the Quake Brutalist Jam is happening, and so I'm going to be focusing on making a map for that. So I'm going to be streaming like map making and have some music in the background and stuff, and we'll see how that goes. But after that, in July, I'm gone. I have to go to New Zealand. So in August, oh my gosh. In August, maybe then I'll finally play Halo. I'm so sad. Oh well. I have a life outside of Twitch. And I only have like 33 followers, so it's not that big a deal. But I like doing this for fun. Not really something I do for fame or money or anything. I just like to play games with my friends, record it, and have a live reaction if anyone's interested. But yeah. So I did get the Master Chief Collection, and there's a mod of... did I tell you about, or you know about like Nightmare Cart, or formerly Bloodborne Cart? Yeah. So the lead developer of that made a mod for the Halo games that put her in replacing Cortana. So I think I'll play that. And then Microsoft had like the utter gall to call their like Siri alternative Cortana. Like, and then shoved it onto every Windows 10 computer. Oh my gosh.
Like, Halo is weird because it's fallen off hard recently.
Yeah.
In terms of like popularity and, you know, cultural relevance and stuff. People thought it was like, you know, unstoppable dragon, but it turns out it was kind of a paper tiger.
Yeah. I mean, wasn't there a whole genre of games in the 2010s that were supposed to be like the Halo killers? The only thing that was a Halo killer was Halo.
Yeah, like, after Halo Infinite came off, like, the series fell off hard. I don't think I've even heard about it.
Yeah, they haven't done a new game since Infinite, and the show sucked. Because they're fighting the aliens, and there's just a Ford F-150 in the background. And Master Chief, like, betrays humankind, and, like, what the heck?
Why?
Yeah. Oh, this weapon is way more effective.
You know, the fascist, religious, fanatic alien empire bent on the destruction of mankind, you know, they've got some points.
It's like that stupid, have you seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
You know how they break Zemo out of jail, and then, like, he says some crazy thing, and then, like, Sam Wilson is like, he's out of line, but he's right. I'm like, no, he's just out of line. I don't even remember what it was. I don't remember anything about that show, except I didn't like it very much.
I remember that they made John Walker, who was supposed to be a bad guy, but they fumbled it so hard that
everyone loves him. Yeah,
unironic good guy.
Like they handle it so badly in the show that like people actually like accused him of being a bad person in real life, like the actor for it. But yeah, apparently he's good in that Thunderbolts movie. I got 32 health and one more frog to go.
Oh.
So, have you been following stuff with Marathon at all? Like Bungie's new game?
No, I'm just confused, like... Oh, actually, yes, I have been following some stuff about it. Like, the only thing people liked about it was the art, and all the art's stolen.
Yeah, it's all plagiarized. Like, specifically, like, this one concept artist did a bunch of work, and then, the way that they figured it out is, so, like, the concept artist did, like, I think a render of, like, an office in that style. It's called graphic realism. And they put loss on it, like, with the line layout, you know? and someone found that in the game and posted it, and that artist saw it and was like, "That's mine." And so,
they can't,
yeah.
like, they also have tons of other stuff that they're being accused of having stolen.
Yeah, Bungie has
And
completely,
they can't
like,
disprove any
pulled
claim
advertising for
because-
Marathon until they figure this out.
Like, there's tons of other stuff
Oh
they
my-
were accused of having, like, been stolen. And they can't disprove any of that because, you know, they shuttered, like, they archived all of it, except apparently they lost the key to the archive, so now they have no proof that they actually
that's
own any of their
convenient.
stuff.
It's just the whole thing. I was excited for it because it's like a continuation of the original Marathon games, and like, but it's not like Marathon in gameplay or in looks or anything. They're reusing an old name for a game project to like make a new one, and maybe they're adding in some lore, but it like doesn't match enough. And the thing that like angers me the most is like they made it an extraction shooter. Like, first off, Marathon probably has like maybe like 1,000 fans on Earth, like the classic series, so it doesn't make sense to bring it back unless like you're bringing it back extremely faithful to the original, where it's like a single player extraction, or not extraction, exploration game, and it's got like really good lore and stuff. But they were like, oh no, it's about like artificial humans made out of caterpillars, and there's evil robots, and none of that. And then they just stole all of their art assets. Like, how do you mess up that bad? So we'll see if the game does well or not, but I believe they're in what's it called? They're in damage control mode right now, trying to remove everything that was copyrighted.
Yeah, they also conveniently had a person, like, less than 24 hours after it happened. They figured out the one person who was responsible for every single instance of copyrighted material. And conveniently, they had already previously been discharged from the company.
Oh yeah, that guy, his name was Mr. Strawman. Or Mr. Scapegoat, yeah. John Scapegoat. But we fired him, don't worry about it. Now, my voice is terrible today.
Another thing heard about culture wars have made, like, trying to figure out why video games are bad. Like, it's made it nearly impossible because,
I know.
like, all the right people are just like, it's bad because it's woke.
And then,
you know,
and then like, there's, it's hard to like sort out the actual criticism from the like, I don't like this game because it has like this and this and this in it, you know. But I like it when like a game or a TV show is so bad that it angers both sides of the political spectrum. Like what was it? The Devil May Cry anime. They had America invading and colonizing hell, and yeah, people on one side of the political spectrum were angry that it like portrayed America as like the villains, and then people on the other side of it were mad that they portrayed hell as an allegory for the Middle East, and they had like demons wearing turbans getting bombed and stuff. What were they thinking on that show? That sucked.
You know, it's like a reverse Doom. you know, hell's not invading us. We're invading hell.
There is, well, I mean, like in Doom's defense, one of their new episodes for the classic games, Legacy of Rust, is actually about Earth colonizing hell. So like all of the maps are like Earth settlements in hell. Like you start out and it's like this big energy dam where instead of water it's just blood. And then there's like a part where they like the humans betray you and they like trap you, but you get out. I just
I'm remembering Dragon Age: The Veilguard. That was like it was really hyped up and it ended up really underperforming, and of course everyone said it's because woke. But I think over that I managed to find out like some of the reasons like it actually underperformed. So like its combat was decent, but Dragon Age has always been known as, you know, a kind of grim dark RPG series.
yeah. And this one was like, it seemed more lighthearted from what I saw, right?
Yeah, a lot more lighthearted.
I've been stuck on this dang level for 30 minutes.
Like, you can't be mean to anyone. Like, the meanest thing you can do is let a greedy mayor who sold out his whole town to demons for gold die instead of choosing to save him.
That sounds like the right thing to do, though. Like,
that's the meanest thing you can do to someone. Like, your dialogue options in choice, like, all of your, like, the choices you get in the quest range from do it, can't do it but be polite about it, or be snarky.
yeah.
But also, you know, be nice.
Dang.
Like, you can be mildly rude at most. You can't do anything that's, like, actually bad.
I kind of wish it could be like you could have like a mean option and a nice option, and you could intersperse them to like manipulate people. That's how it's done in what's it called, Red Dead Redemption. Because like you can give somebody a compliment, and then like if you do compliment and then patronize, then it like flips whatever you said into an insult. It's really funny.
Yeah, and like previous Dragon Age games, you needed to like make a lot of difficult choices in order to, you know, stop the bad guys, you know, demons. And so you had to do some really bad stuff. But, you know, there was kind of that idea that, like, even though this is awful, we need to do it for, you know, the greater good. But now you don't need to make choices. You just need to, you know, kill the bad guys.
Yeah.
Your wisecracking buddies.
That's interesting.
And one of the, like, main companions is trans, and their name is Tosh, like with, like, Taash.
Uh-huh.
And so everyone started calling them trash.
Oh no. Look, if you're gonna hate a game, hate the game for the game, not for the, like...
To be fair, Tosh is, like, kind of annoying.
Like how so? Like, adoring fan in Oblivion annoying, or like,
you're basically an angsty teenager with identity issues. And you kind of... This isn't just with Tosh, but with all of the companions. You have to be, like, a very good supporting friend, always nice and patient. And people just kind of felt grated.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be mean. Let me be mean to them. I don't like this guy.
So,
I don't care about their problem.
Like, the original games had, like, more, like, moral decisions, and it was complex, and then they just kind of turned it into a generic fantasy story, I guess.
Yeah. I think it's mainly because they refocused a lot of the stuff on combat, and the combat system was a lot more in-depth than previous games were.
Yeah.
And I feel like if they wanted to do that, they should have made a new game series. They shouldn't have named it Dragon Age.
Well,
Because
they
Dragon
could have
Age
just
has that
worked
kind
on
of-
both, you know? Well, that's kind of what I feel like with the new Doom game. They didn't focus on the story or the setting at all. It was just 100% gameplay. So, like, the plot of it is just like, oh, you start out, you work for this one guy, you get sent on this mission, you ride on a dragon, you ride on a mech, oh no, you go to this dimension, oh no, something bad happens, oh no, you come back. Like, it's very much just get from A to B, and, like... And now, I'm not saying we need, like, a super great story, but there's, like, there's no environmental storytelling in the game at all. Like, the maps are all just kind of, like... I mean, they're pretty and they're designed well, but you can't tell, like, what story happened behind it, you know? They don't feel lived in. But, I mean, the gameplay more than makes up for any lack of, like, plot or story or anything.
I think it's kind of more forgivable with Doom because Doom's always been a kind of action-focused game.
Yeah, except for
Like-
Doom 3.
An RPG is a story-focused game. Like, if you don't have a good story in an RPG, then you don't have a good RPG.
Yeah.
But Doom, like, has always been an action game, so, like, if you don't have a good story, but you have good gameplay, then it still can be a good Doom game.
I mean, so even though there was basically, like, very little story, there were a couple moments that shined through. And I'm not gonna ignore those. Like, I think there's, like, 2 times when he takes his helmet off, and you can just see, like, oh, man. Ugh. I'm so close to Ah! How long have I been stuck on this? Okay, there's got to be something. There's got to be gameplay. Okay, controls. No, it's okay. Okay, quit to menu. Please tell me there's like a... Okay.
Hang on, go to options in here.
It's just the same options. Okay, this was the one I'm stuck on, right? So if I do confirm... Okay.
Ooh!
Alright, chat, you didn't see that. I'm not reducing the difficulty. Oh no, I don't have any of my weapons. I lost my shotgun.
Hang on. Does this game consider it like a different game state for every... Like, does it consider it a different playthrough for every, like, level you do? Like,
Well,
for every difficulty you do?
No, it's just, It saves what weapons you have if you're just going straight, but if you start in a new level, it's like it thinks that you're starting the game for the first time.
No, it doesn't, because you still got the bolt gun.
Well,
Didn't
okay,
start with
yeah.
that.
Maybe it's just a bolt gun start, but like I don't have the shotgun. Hopefully I can find it somewhere else in here. Dude, I was stuck in there for like 30 minutes and I didn't realize. It's just when the second frog comes out, man, like...
Emperor, a second frog has hit the Space Marine.
There we go. The Nurglings kind of look like little funny guys. I thought they were just goblins, but they kind of have like a silly face.
Yeah, that's the thing about Nurgle. Even though, like, his whole thing is extremely dark and fatalistic, he always gives off the outward appearance of being super happy and jolly, and so do all of his demons. Except for one. There's this guy, he's called Kugat. So, Kugat was just a Nurgling, you know, one of those silly little guys. But he was with Nurgle while Nurgle was making a really big pot of plague in his big plague cauldron.
And let me guess, Nurgle got bored and dipped him in.
Well, actually, Nurgle went to go get more ingredients, and the Nurgling fell in and drank up all the plague and turned into a giant demon.
Oh.
And Nurgle came back and the Nurgling, Kugat, was like, "I'm so sorry, I drank up all your plague." And Nurgle was like, "Aw, it's alright. You're my greatest plague."
Aww.
And so Nurgle's fine with it, but Kugat is really sad because he ruined Dad's favorite plague. And so now he tries to make his own plague to, you know, make up for it.
It's like Dad is making cookies and you eat a little bit of the cookie dough.
Yeah.
Oh, the goop.
No, not the Nurgle goop.
The goop.
It's not sanitary.
Wait, do Nurglings have like mouths in their stomachs?
Yeah, that's another thing.
That was what I was saying.
You know what confuses me about Bungie? Their biggest IP is Destiny, like, by far. But they've kind of just let Destiny die off and haven't supported it. And now they're putting all of their eggs into Marathon, it seems like. A game that, like, not a whole ton of people are interested in. And that's now kind of got horrendous PR.
Yeah, might not be a great time at the office right now for Bungie employees.
So, the thing about Nurgle demons is they're all really, really tanky.
Yeah.
You've probably already noticed.
Especially the stupid frog.
And something I really hate about power scaling is in games like well, like, some people are like, hey, you know, Warhammer has demons, Doom has demons, what if the Doom guy went to Warhammer? And instead of just being like, oh, wow, that would be so cool, people have to argue over, like, power levels and, like,
Yeah.
do measurements, and sci-fi franchises that have no understanding of what measurements are. And they end up either coming with, you know, the Doom guy couldn't survive at all, or he'd effortlessly kill everyone.
I keep seeing stuff like that, and I mean, oh my, no. The latest one I saw was like, what would he do if he went to the Helldivers universe? And I think my favorite answer was like, oh, he'd save the humans, but he'd also overthrow Super Earth.
Hello?
Hello?
You've got... I can't hear you.
Hello? Hello?
Hey. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I think there's an audio desync.
Oh no.
The last thing I heard you say was, like, a Doom guy, he'd go to, like, he'd save the humans, but he'd also overthrow the government of Super Earth.
Yeah.
So, like, what were you gonna after that?
Oh, that was it. Yeah. I just didn't say anything after that.
Okay.
I love that death noise because it's the same sound that I make when I die in this game. I wish I had my shotgun, but I lost it when I reset my save.
Legal cheat to give yourself all the weapons.
Wait. Do it. Okay, I'm gonna power through. It's tempting. It's very tempting.
I don't know, it's weird that it's called, like, an accessibility option. I think an accessibility option would be like color blindness mode, not give invincibility.
Accessibility it's just to make gameplay easier in any way. Like getting rid of motion blur or head bobbing. Oh my, no. Those are pretty big ones. I mean, think about, like, you ever played Celeste before? There's like the one for like infinite dashes, so that you don't have to like manage it as much. There's one for infinite stamina, so you don't have to worry about like holding the cliff. I am a big fan of accessibility options in video games. That's part of the reason I really like the new Doom, because you can like change stuff like projectile speed, parry window, all that kind of stuff. And so I tweaked my Doom to be like lots and lots of enemies, but slow projectiles. So it's almost kind of like a bullet hell game, and I really liked it. So when I'm like injured, there's like weird grid lines that show up. Holy crap!
I don't know the lore reason for that.
All right, guys, I'm biting the bullet. There we go. Just pretend I don't have any of these.
Grab cannon.
Okay, this feels like cheating. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. Do I keep all the weapons if I... Yeah, I do.
Oh.
But now I just have the bolt gun again. Ugh. Perhaps my greatest mistake was making the game easier for myself. For in that action I lost my weapons. Yeah, there's no stairs, it's just the texture. Is there like a command menu or something?
Like the tilde key do anything?
Nope. I tried that before. So some of the Nurglings are wearing helmets.
Yeah. I think they like take them from like dead space marines and wear them because they think they're neat. I don't know the lore reason.
What do you mean you don't know every lore detail? Okay, there's one more frog up there, I think. Yeah. That way. Okay.
Oh, hang on, you can quick save, right? You don't have to keep going through that same
Yeah, okay.
thing over and over again.
Dang. I'm glad I brought you on, man. You're smart. Okay, this is the arena I kept getting stuck on, so... Oh, there we go. Now, if only I had my trusty machine gun.
So
Or,
you're not just
shotgun.
stuck without your guns forever. Now you can quick save here. Begin purge. Floating skull guy. I think you may overestimate our powers.
Oh,
We're only one space marine.
alright, who's next? There we go. Ooh, I like that. Ow. I might actually be able to pass this. I don't see the frog anywhere.
I think as long as you, like, keep saving after you clear out some enemies without, losing a ton of health, then you can just, like, string together all of the best runs until you get through.
Yeah, yeah. The frog! Hold on, the Boltgun was really effective against him. There we go. Okay. Okay. And then... Okay. Quick save. Holy moly. So, I'm really mad. I looked at my stream from last week and realized that my little VTuber guy wasn't moving at all the whole time. And it's because I used this the wrong window capture device on OBS. I should have done game capture instead, because window capture stops recording if it's not like focused. I was so mad about that. Like, I went back and the whole stream I'm not moving, even though I'm talking.
Hello. Here is little cartoon man. He'll just be in the corner here. Don't mind him.
Especially when it's on the frame where his eyes are closed. It's like I'm sleeping the whole time. I may have a sleep disorder, but I don't game when I'm... Another frog! Okay. You know, most FPS games, they have like similar control schemes and similar movement and stuff. The new Doom game rewired my brain a little bit, so like, of course it's got regular FPS movement, but it's got like, if you hold your right button, you get your shield out and you can dash towards an enemy, you can parry stuff, there's just all sorts of stuff like that. And so I tried playing Ultra Kill, which is another game where it's basic FPS movement with a bunch of extras on top, and I couldn't play it. I kept like trying to like alt fire, and it kept just doing the wrong thing on accident. That's kind of the thing. It's why I always switch my run key to control instead of shift in video games, is because I'm used to it from Minecraft. But I found that having it be shift, or having dash be shift instead of control is a lot nicer nowadays, because a lot easier on my pinky finger. Which, if you remember, I'm wearing my gloves right now to prevent the chronic pain that I've instilled upon myself from countless hours of gaming throughout my life. Where's the stupid frog?
Never need to wait long to figure out where the enemy are.
There you are. Let's go!
Purge finished.
That better be the end of the level. I've been stuck on that for like an hour now, I think. Not an hour, more like 40 minutes. Still too long though.
So, I think we were here because, like, a dead guy's buried here.
I forgot to read the cutscene. I'm gonna be real with you.
Like, there's this dead guy who has bones, and you came here to purge these guys.
Ah, okay.
Because, you didn't want the bones to be defiled by demons. Looks like you arrived a bit late, though.
A little late. Yep.
Skull guy, I think purge not complete.
I meant purge of this exact area, not the rest of the. What do you expect me to do? Count every demon on the planet? And...
Omega, count every demon.
1, 2, 3. No, don't do that. Why would you do that? Oh my gosh.
We're going to be here forever.
Okay, gotta go that way. The frog is back. Oh, that was fast. Dang. I guess my power-up helped. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna die. I might die. I got stuck.
So, something neat about the Imperium is there is supposedly only like 2 languages in it. There is High Gothic, which is butchered Latin, and then there's Low Gothic, which is every single language, but they call them a different dialect.
Ah, dang.
So, you know, you'll have a dialect of Low Gothic that's just like, you know, banished. Then another that's English. Yeah, the Emperor really liked Latin. He really liked Rome.
I mean, he probably built it, for all we know.
Yeah. Something else I heard, like, apparently there's, like, this kind of Illuminati group in Warhammer that try to, like, lead humanity towards their desired future, and, like, in doing, as part of that, they arranged for the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr.
What?
Yeah, in Warhammer canon, Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated by the Illuminati in order to, like, take control of the world or something.
What? No way. That lore dump was so heavy, I just had to pause the game for a second.
Oh, it's actually the Space Elves. they're the ones who did it.
Dang.
A group of space elves called the Cabal assassinated Martin Luther King Jr.
That's like what is it in X-Men? Magneto is imprisoned in the Pentagon because he apparently killed JFK.
Yeah, so
But then they talk to him and he's like, "Oh yeah, JFK was a mutant. I was trying to protect him, but I messed up and I curved the bullet towards his head." Like,
so apparently the reason is, like, the space elves thought that if Martin Luther King Jr. was allowed to live, he'd, like, bring equality to all humans, and so humanity would advance super fast and become a threat to the space elves.
bro.
Newsflash, they ended up doing that anyways.
So, like, they're like the only Warhammer group that like is racist in like the actually racist kind of way. Just the dark elves looking down on Earth and they see like apartheid South Africa and they're like, heck yeah.
Well, they really hate humans. So everything that hurts humans, they like. So yeah, they would love
Bro,
apartheid South
I'm gonna
Africa.
cry.
Because apartheid South Africa, you know, what made humanity weaker.
Yeah.
So they probably try to keep it around for as long as possible.
Like,
Without anyone knowing what happened, because if they knew what happened, then that there were space elves trying to destroy them, then they would probably, you know, get together.
I still just cannot believe that like Martin Luther King Jr. is he named explicitly in Warhammer lore?
Well, the passage it comes from, the Unremembered Empire, says he'd been killing people for them ever since. Good men, sometimes. Serving the Cabal seemed counterintuitive. They were very obliging. They explained why a good man had to die, and why it was not a bad thing. The wet work they had him perform. Damn. In Memphis against the good man.
Oh no! It is him! Oh my gosh. There's it's so weird when real life figures are in fictional media and stuff. Like what was the new one? Oh yeah, Joe Biden in the Marvel comics has like insane lore. He got killed by like robots or something. Look up Joe Biden on like the Marvel wiki right now.
Joe Biden, Earth 616.
Alright, read me your favorite passages from it.
Place of death, Paris, killed by the hand, resurrected by the hand. Fewest time.
What the heck?
I'm the president and I'm in hell!
More accurate, Joe Biden.
On one commute, when he was a senator, Biden commuted from Maryland to Washington, D.C. via train. On one commute, Spider-Man mistook Biden for Adrian Toomes, the Vulture. Later at the first inauguration,
that's foul.
Obama as president and Biden as vice president, guest Spider-Man was still embarrassed about the incident and avoided Biden. Biden was present in Italy when the world leaders met in an attempt to deal with Dr. Octopus. He witnessed the individual impersonating Al Gore being unmasked, revealing himself to be the chameleon. Sometime after being elected the President of the United States, Biden was killed by agents of the Hand. They proceeded to resurrect him and forced him to do their bidding. When he was confronted by Daredevil, he revealed to her that he was a shell of his former self and committed suicide.
Oh my gosh. This is absolute cinema.
Hearing like it talk about Joe Biden going to Italy to deal with Dr. Octopus.
Oh my gosh. Yes, this has been bothering me. Hold on. Retro. Can I turn off? Okay. Bro, I can make it into like a pixel art. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off so I can actually see.
Minecraft painting mode.
Bro, this is foul. Wait. There we go. Okay, now I can actually understand what's going on. Man, why wasn't I playing like this before? This like actually makes. Wait, hold on. The background music doesn't loop. It like cuts off for a split second. What I think is cool about the Toad enemies is they're 2D sprites, right? But like their tongues are 3D models, but they do it well enough that you can't tell that it's like a flat image and like a 3D model of the tongue sticking out at you.
Interesting.
He is tanky. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh man. This game is pretty dang brutal. Wait, hold on. Maybe there's like
yes, the invisibility accessible option.
Oh, hold on. Repeated tap for chainsword. Oh, dang. Okay. That's cool. Is there a way to... So, maybe what I'm doing wrong is like, Oh, okay. Because I'm just like like... They don't tell you that you need to tap the chainsword in order to use it. Because you saw it. It was like... Just kind of a short little tap. Yeah.
I'm kind of like bump into the enemies and don't chainsword them.
That was kind of a silly... I don't know why they did that, but... Ow. So, on the topic of Martin Luther King Jr. Yeah, Robert F. Kennedy was apparently a mutant in the X-Men universe. What do you think his mutant power was? Like, I don't know if this is a comic thing. It might just be something from the movie, but like...
Mutant power of being nice. I don't know. Now, to be really pedantic, there's no, like, single human genome, so if you use a broad enough definition, then everyone's a mutant.
Yeah. So, the one thing that bothers me the most about X-Men stuff is that they're like, oh, there's the mutant gene, except the mutant gene doesn't, like, it doesn't work like an actual gene in genetics. It's like, it just gives somebody, like, a unique superpower. Like, an actual one, like, if you change a gene or, like, a combination of genes, then it would, like, then it would have, like, the same effect every time. And then the thing that bothers me the most about it is, like, in the comics and in the shows and in the movies, sometimes they're like, oh, we need to, like, take their powers away or make them weaker or something. So they have, like, a thing that suppresses mutant powers, or like in Deadpool they have like collars. In X-Men 3 they have this one kid that his mutant power is turning off other people's mutant powers. They have like the corn syrup that removes people's mutant powers. I just don't like that. It's like, it feels like you should be riding around it instead of... Oh my gosh.
Like, it's just one gene, but it does different things depending on the person.
Yeah.
That's not how genes work.
X-Men was made back when they didn't really know how genes worked very well, so...
When I hear gene, you know, like mutant gene, I'm just thinking like...
Jean Grey? Yeah. Or,
No, I'm thinking like just a mutation in a gene that, like does something, weird, maybe gives you an extra toe or heterochromia.
I'm just imagining like the Sentinel sees somebody with like you know the thing that you can do where you like roll your tongue into like a circle.
Yeah.
There's another one where you can like fold it into, it almost looks like a pie crust. I'm just imagining someone does that and the Sentinel is like mutant spotted, exterminating. Whoa.
When you really think about it, cancer is just a mutation.
No, the Sentinel sees a cancer patient. He's like,
Dangerous mutant detected.
sometimes I do wonder, just like with the sheer veracity that cancer grows and like sometimes tumors form like teeth or new tissue or something. I wonder if cancer is like, maybe someday we could like retool it into like regeneration. It's just like, currently it feels like regeneration without purpose or structure.
Well, that actually is kind of what cancer is. Cancer is just when, like, your cells get broken and they no longer know how to turn off reproducing, so they just reproduce endlessly.
Yeah.
And your body can't handle, cells endlessly reproducing because, you don't have enough resources to do that, and you have, organs that need the space.
Ow.
Yeah, most mutations are pretty bad for an average human. Like, for any creature. Like, if you have a mutation, it's probably not helping you.
Yeah.
But of course, all the mutations that don't help, don't get passed on, at least not until now, where we just kind of...
And maybe that's for the best,
We don't have to listen to it anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
But beforehand,
Oh!
collided with you in midair.
That
Did you
was
see
so
that?
weird, yeah. I'm on the verge of death right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm quick saving. This might be a bad idea because I have 2 health. Dang.
So, what boomer shooter do you think that these guys took the most inspiration from?
Let me see. So general movement just kind of feels like Quake 2, I guess. Weapons so far, I can't think of anything to compare them to. environments are very quakey, but not like original quakey. It's like modern ones with the new textures and more geometry and stuff. And then the enemies just kind of behave based on their Warhammer like board game counterparts. So, ugh.
It sounds like it's pretty original.
Yeah. Well, we've been going for about 3 hours now. Wanna wrap it up? Call it quits?
Yeah, I think that would be for the best.
All right. Well, let me go out with a bang. Where's a frog or something? There we go. Okay, of course the splash damage doesn't work until... There we go.
Maybe the plasma gun doesn't have splash damage, and that first time you just got hit with a Nurgling on, like, at the same time you fired the gun.
It's weird. It seems like it has splash damage, but then it doesn't have splash damage. Yeah, very strange. But yeah, that was Boltgun. Just wanted to try it out. Very brutal. I might, if I return to it, I'm gonna definitely tank the difficulty down. But it was fun. Thanks for coming, Cappadocia. Thanks for yapping about the lore and everything. It's always a pleasure. Alright, well, I'm gonna eat some bread and hopefully that makes my acid reflux go down so that I don't sound like this anymore.
Alright.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
thank you for watching. Goodbye, everybody.
See you later.